When is the last time you had your RV AC serviced? Or any preventive maintenance done to your RV? Are you the type of person that procrastinates? Or are you proactive regarding recommended service and maintenance intervals? If you are a service procrastinator, new term for the day, I guarantee this episode will enlighten you. It might even freak you out a little. If you're squeamish, it might even gross you out. If I had not witnessed this confession, I wouldn't even believe it. Today's RV Help is a confession about what happens when you say, "No, I don't need my RV AC serviced." Welcome to Confessions of an RV Technician. Learn from problems seen in the field. My name is Chris Ratcliffe, and I'll be your host. I am an RV TAA certified RV technician and an NRVIA certified RV inspector for R-Factor RV Services. This podcast is about real-life problems that I've experienced or helped other RVers resolve. This is educational information tied to an actual story or confession that will help you learn ways to improve your RVing experience and possibly resolve small problems before they become big problems. I am so glad that you're listening. We've made it to episode 10 of our series. So let's jump right in. We all come from different backgrounds, which provides a foundation for our values. Now, when I say values, I don't mean faith, political, or even your moral compass. I'm definitely not cracking open that can of worms. I'm talking about your financial values, how you spend or save your money. This includes prioritizing your spending. Now, of course, Maslow's hierarchy should help you with your basic priorities of shelter, food, health, etc. I'm talking about beyond your basic needs. For example, do you buy a car and drive it for 10 plus years? Or do you get a new car every 3 to 5 years? When you have leftovers, do you eat them so you don't waste the food, even if they don't taste that great? Well, I do. On the other side of the coin, I have friends that never keep or eat leftovers unless it's pizza. A lot of that stems back to how we were raised. If you were born in the 60s, talking about the 1960s here, you were taught to always clean your plate and never waste any food. For the purpose of this discussion, we will break down financial values into two groups. Spends money proactively to prevent problems. The second group procrastinates spending money on things that might be perceived as not necessary at the time. Okay, what am I talking about here? And how does this relate to the RV world? Let's drill down some more because I do have a point. Are you proactive when servicing your car? Or do you wait until something breaks? When you're told your transmission needs its periodic service, do you procrastinate that service? Or drive it until it fails? When you're told something needs routine maintenance or service, do you think they are just trying to make a buck off you? A buck that you'd rather not spend? I suspect you might know where I'm going now. So let's shift gears with your transmission that you don't really want to get serviced and jump into today's confession. I'm working the Escapade Rally in Rock Springs, Wyoming. If you don't know, Escapade is a large RV rally put on by the Escapees RV Club. This rally is loaded with entertainment, vendors, and a lot of great people. I'm a vendor, so I don't get to see much of the entertainment, but I do get to meet many great people. Considering there are 500 plus RVs at these events, and I'm one of maybe 2 RV technicians that provide repair and maintenance services, We are slammed working 10 to 12-hour days during these events, with a week's worth of work after the event as well. Our calendar is booked totally all week. So, I'm on my first or maybe second appointment for the day, and the client tells me his air conditioner is not cooling very well. Now, this is a good time for a shameless podcast plug. If you haven't checked it out, be sure to listen to our episode, Why is my RV air conditioner not keeping me cool enough? This episode is packed with everything you didn't know about RV air conditioners and some things you probably don't want to know. There is so much information in this episode, you may want to listen to it multiple times. Did you know that you can find this podcast on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, iHeartRadio, and YouTube? Be sure to subscribe to our channel so you know when the next confession is released. Okay, now that we have that out of the way, let's talk some more about our client. His AC is not cooling very well. So, I asked several questions. 2 of them are key questions. 1, how long have you had this problem? And when is the last time you had your air conditioner serviced? Since they stay in very comfortable climates and don't travel full time, he didn't have a very precise answer to how long he'd had this problem, because they don't use their air conditioner very often. So for my second question, he says he has not had his AC serviced. As I'm creating this podcast, I don't recall how long he said he had had the RV, but I know I asked the question. I always do. But it's safe to say that his air conditioner had not been serviced for many years. Now I'm listening to him, and my mind is already at work, problem solving, thinking through what could be going on. And I haven't even done anything but ask a few questions. Next, I ask him, depending on what we find, would you like me to service your air conditioner? Now, this would be a great time to have a live audience because I would love some participation so I can poll you. You can use the comments to answer the question and continue this conversation. So here's the poll question. Is our client proactive and gets his transmission serviced on schedule? Or does our client procrastinate or totally avoid his transmission service? Now let's insert our favorite game show music here. That would be Jeopardy for me, while you lock in your choice. Do 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 do. Notice I shortened it there. I mean, we don't want to listen to me hum all day long, right? Spoiler alert. This wouldn't be a very entertaining episode if he was proactive about getting service. Our client chose to decline getting his AC serviced. Now, hopefully right about now, you know why I set the stage with all that financial values mumbo jumbo in the beginning. So now it's time to get to work and do some troubleshooting. I tested the air conditioner from the inside to determine if it was cooling within the expected temperature range. It was not. Next, it's time to get on the roof and take a deeper look. I take off the air conditioner shroud, that's the cover, and what I find next is just unbelievable. Now is a good time for some suspenseful music. I can't get that out very well. Or a commercial break just to kind of drag this on. Unfortunately, if you're listening only through the audio version, you won't be able to see the pictures that I have, but I will do my best to describe it well. Unfortunately, the show notes don't allow me to include images, but if you go over to our YouTube channel at rfactorrv to watch this episode, you'll see pictures that I took. You can also email me and I will send you the pictures. They are worth the time. What I saw next was the AC was totally engulfed. When I say the AC, there's a fan, there's a compressor, There's some moving parts. There's electronics. There's coils. All these things. It was totally engulfed in some type of hive, or should I say hives, plural. I don't know what lived there, but there were dead beetles inside the hives. Luckily, nothing was alive, or this would have totally changed things. This also tells us it's been there for quite a while. In the pictures, you'll see that the compressor is actually wrapped and partially covered with these hives. And since the air conditioner had been running, it is super hot. I honestly don't know how it was running. The hives nearly cover the fan and partially covered the coils. And I'm just talking about how the main AC components were covered. There were partial hives all over the unit. Well, after I picked my jaw off the roof and took a bunch of pictures, we began removing all the hives. When complete, we filled 3 Walmart-type grocery bags, 1 air conditioner, 3 bags filled with hives. I don't really know why or how this unit was still functioning, but when I got it all cleaned up and retested, the air conditioner was cooling just fine. It was just smothered a little bit. So with the first air conditioner working fine, you might be wondering about a second air conditioner unit. Yes, it had some hives, but nothing close to the first one. It was quite amazing that this client had a good working air conditioner after that kind of infestation. So let's fast forward. The client, let me just say, the client was very satisfied and seemed moderately surprised that we found all that in the air conditioner. But hey, it was warm out. His air conditioner started working, so he could be comfortable. So let's fast forward. This is after the event. About 2 weeks, when we both had traveled different direction, the client called and asked me where I was located, because that hive-infested AC was no longer working. So a little AC service may have prevented an AC dying. This is one of the wildest confessions to date. Every time I get the opportunity, I tell this story and share those pictures. There's nothing better than a good story, a good true story, to drive home a point. I'm hoping this point is abundantly obvious. Get your RV air conditioner serviced every 12 to 18 months. In some instances, your location and time of year will necessitate getting your AC serviced even more often. I have a friend that I serviced their air conditioner in February. A few months later, I received a call. They were getting a solar upgrade. Their AC coils were covered in cottonwood. Why? They had been hanging around Cottonwood, Arizona, of course, and the cottonwood was blowing heavily that year. Thanks for listening, and remember, whether it's your RV air conditioner, water heater, roof sealant, or anything that needs routine service, don't join this hive. Be proactive and stay ahead of your service and maintenance needs. You've been listening to Confessions of an RV Technician. Learn from problems seen in the field. Until next time, safe travels and explore with confidence. And be sure to subscribe to our channel so you know when the next confession is released.